When the lights dimmed and the familiar music of Ayden Cristiano echoed through the walls of the Walker, Texas Lawyer Arena, the crowd knew they weren't just about to witness a wrestling match. They were about to witness a lesson in legacy, control, and psychological warfare. Cristiano, a cornerstone of reality of wrestling, stepped into the ring not just as a competitor, but as a symbol of tradition, dominance, and the iron grip of La Familia. He has been the face of every championship in Raw. Whether it was the Texas Championship, the television title, or the prestigious Raw Heavyweight Championship, Ayden Cristiano's fingerprints are etched on the gold of this company. For years, he has not just competed, he has dictated the pace, the rules, and the path others must follow. Tonight, however, he stood across from something different, something fresh, something unknown. Forneo, arriving from Mexico with fire in his eyes and a legacy of his own to defend, was making his Raw debut. Forneo isn't just another flashy import. He's the product of the legendary Guerrera family, a bloodline steeped in lucha libre tradition and dignity. He's been forged in the fires of CMLL, where in 2024, he won the coveted Esquinas tournament, a competition known for testing the will, endurance, and heart of even the most seasoned wrestlers. And now, here he was, stepping onto foreign soil, looking to prove that his success wasn't just regional, it was global. That he could stand toe-to-toe with the very best that reality of wrestling has to offer. And what better way to test that than facing Ayden Cristiano, the self-proclaimed gatekeeper of Raw? From the very beginning, the air was tense with history and anticipation. Cristiano, surprisingly, offered a hand, a gesture of respect. Perhaps it was genuine. Perhaps it was a nod to their shared roots in Mexican wrestling. Or perhaps it was something far more sinister. And as expected, it was the latter. Forneo reached forward, only to be suckered in by one of Cristiano's oldest tricks. A cheap shot. A reminder that in Cristiano's world, respect is a tool, not a principle. The crowd, already divided, erupted in a chorus of boos and cheers. Some admired the brilliance, others despised the deception, but all were glued to the action. The early stages of the match were a chess game. Cristiano looked to slow things down using holds and submissions to control the pace. But Forneo's agility was undeniable. He ducked, flipped, and countered with moves that made the crowd gasp. A springboard arm drag here, a quick dropkick there. He was lightning in motion. For a moment, it seemed even Cristiano wasn't ready for the speed and precision being thrown at him. But what makes Cristiano dangerous isn't just his in-ring skill, it's his ability to adapt. And he did so with the cold efficiency of a surgeon. Outside the ring, La Familia loomed like vultures. Primo Juanito and Jonathan Vega circled the action, not just as spectators, but as strategic pieces in Cristiano's game. Anytime Forneo looked to build momentum, one of them would interfere, just enough to distract, never enough to get caught. It was vintage La Familia, not just wrestling a match, but controlling the environment around it. Forneo, though young, was not naive. He fought through it, refusing to be rattled. At one point, after countering a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker, he launched himself over the top rope with a suicide dive, crashing onto Cristiano and bringing the entire arena to its feet. It was the moment that shifted the narrative, from a student being taught a lesson to a warrior fighting for recognition. Back inside the ring, Forneo nearly pulled off a miracle. A moonsault from the top rope connected perfectly. A 2 count followed that had even the referee in disbelief. The crowd began to believe it too. Maybe, just maybe, the young lion from Mexico could slay the dragon in his own den. But Cristiano, as always, had a backup plan. After Vega caused a crucial distraction, Cristiano hit a brutal power slam, followed by a submission hold that twisted Forneo's legs and neck in unnatural angles. It was the stretch muffler, the same move that has ended matches time and time again. Forneo, in agony, refused to quit. He tried to crawl, tried to reverse, but the pain became unbearable. He tapped. Cristiano rose to his feet, victorious, but not unscathed. This wasn't a dominant win. This was survival. Forneo had pushed him, forced him, nearly beaten him. And the look on Cristiano's face said it all. Forneo wasn't just another name, he was a threat. La Familia entered the ring, standing tall with their leader, sending a clear message to anyone watching. This is their house, and outsiders will bleed before they're welcomed. But behind that bravado was something else, concern. If this was the level of competition coming to reality of wrestling, La Familia's reign may be in jeopardy. As the dust settled, fans buzzed about more than just Cristiano's win. They were talking about Forneo. about his fire, his poise, his refusal to back down, even when outnumbered and outmatched. In one night, he earned the respect of the crowd and left a mark on reality of wrestling. With the upcoming draft looming, where talents will be divided between Team Platinum and Team Glory, the landscape is about to change. Ayden Cristiano may be a lock as a top pick for Glory, but Forneo just proved he's not far behind. The new generation is knocking, and if tonight was any sign, they won't be waiting for permission.